Hello, my name is Jason Aldrich, and today I'll be sharing with you the strengths and weaknesses and the advantages and disadvantages of essentialism. I will also talk about a couple of key people associated with the essentialist theory of teaching. Those practicing essentialism in the classroom do so because of the strengths and advantages it provides. First of all, this theory emphasizes the mastery of essential skills, facts, and concepts that form the basis of the subject matter, hence why it is called essentialism. This helps teachers to develop a plan for their teaching, and it helps students to develop intellectual goals for specific subjects. Essentialists typically focus on core subjects such as math, science, and reading and writing English, and are strong in these subject areas. This also makes the essentialist theory strong in meeting curriculum demands made for high-stakes testing, which focuses on those core areas. Teachers and students are both held accountable for their performance and their class's performance in high-stakes testing, and essentialism provides teachers with a perceived advantage in time management for preparing for these mandatory tests. Finally, essentialism provides a strength in classroom structure and management. Many teachers practice essentialism because of the advantages of assessing students' progress. An essentialist will assess students traditionally with homework, classwork, quizzes, and tests. Since this is a very traditional way of assessment, students are familiar with this mode of assessment, and that helps them understand how they are being assessed. With the strengths and advantages, there will also be weaknesses and disadvantages. As we discussed earlier, time is a factor in expectations that teachers meet all the standards of a subject. Essentialist methods help with that, but it's at the expense of teacher-centered classrooms that are typically dominated by lectures and textbooks. The teacher talks more than the student, which means this puts these classrooms at a disadvantage when it comes to cooperative work and discovery-based learning. As a result, students are more passive learners, and one may view the class as having a low level of engagement. Even with the influx of technology at our fingertips, most essentialist teachers have yet to embrace technology as a true teaching tool in the classroom. And now I would like to focus and mention on two key individuals. William Bagley was a chief advocate for the essentialist movement in the early 20th century. He was worried that the progressive way of teaching was moving our schools in the wrong direction. By giving students less structured classrooms, the learning was moving too far from the basics, and skills in math, science, writing, and reading were suffering because of it. He felt that the adults should decide what to teach the children, and the students should embrace American values in the classroom such as respect, perseverance, and consideration to others. That's just to name a few. Another supporter of essentialist practice is E.D. Hirsch. He was once a professor at the University of Virginia and spoke out for essentialism in the late 1970s and in the 80s. He favors whole class discussion and compares drilling in the classroom the same as drills for a sports team. Sports teams perfect their talents with repetition. He says it works just the same in the classroom.